Some residents of two neighboring communities, Tantra Hills and Mile 7, say they're living in constant fear after gunmen robbed 3 different shops last Monday, Wednesday and Thursday. 2 of the attacks happened in broad daylight, with attackers escaping with thousands of Ghana cedis. JoyNews' Maxwell Agbagba just returned from the community and now reports.
I'm currently here on the Red Cube Road. It looks very quiet for an afternoon. There's not much of activity here on this road. Well, some robbers took advantage of the situation to rob a shop right here. Now, this is exactly what happened. Well, a company had their vehicle parked here and they were here to deliver some goods to the shop. They were seated in the car getting ready to get down to deliver those products when 2 robbers, armed robbers on a motorbike, accosted them. Well, the driver of the vehicle was sitting right inside the car when one of the robbers actually took out his gun and then pointed it at him and then took an undisclosed amount of money from them, and then they bolted. Well, I'm here to meet the owner of this shop. He was here to witness exactly what happened on that day. He's going to tell us exactly how it all happened here. Bro, what's up?
Oh, fine.
Everything fine?
Everything's okay. Last week Thursday, I was about for Unilever peoples. So they came here around 10 to 11 in the after morning, 10 to 11 a.m. They said park here. When I finished writing what all I'll buy, they just went to the car to go and bring the things. Then the car and some people who are holding motor came and put gun on them, where they collect all the money that they have from them. Just around this time.
Okay. So when you saw them, what did you do?
I was inside, like, I'm coming out. When I saw them, the guy looked at me and when the way the guy is holding the gun, I'm afraid that maybe she will shoot me. So I just get back in. I just went inside and locked the glass door.
Wow. How many were they?
There were 2.
Okay.
It was a pistol. There's normal pistol. And the guy who was holding the gun, there was blood in his shirt. I think they went and attacked some people before they came here. I'm in fear. Because of what happened the other day, I'm in fear now.
What do you want to be done?
Let's go to the police people. We need their help. We want them to help us. Because here on this road, from 12 to from 11 to 12, there's here it's only quiet here. There's no car passing. So we want the police people to help us. They should be passing here on and off.
Okay. That happened on Thursday afternoon. I'm here to meet another woman here in the same community of Tantra Hills. Well, she was robbed of her amount of 10,000 Ghana cedis here at Tantra Hills. Well, that happened on Wednesday afternoon, sometime around 3:45 p.m. The robbers came in here, fired some warning shots, and then robbed her of her possessions. We are here to meet her to find out exactly how it happened.
We're here around about 3:30 to 4. I was sitting under this place, let's say this place. I was here with them for 3-4 hours. Then I saw I'm feeling hungry, so I'm going to find some food to eat. So I was sitting here when I saw a private car parking here. Then the man get out with a jacket, coat, a leather jacket. Then I said, oh, why this time leather jacket? It didn't take about 1 minute. Then I heard pew. Then I saw that it's a armed robbers. So I started shouting, armed robbers, but no help. Until the time they finished, they left.
How much and what did they take away?
They take our mobile money, Tigo, Airtel, Vodafone, and MTN. They took all the money. It's about it's over 100. For me, I know it's my mobile, the prepaid, Tigo and this thing is 7,000, and at MTN is roughly 55,000. So when we add it, it's 10,000 plus, and mobile phone. Our Tigo mobile phone, Airtel, and iPhone. Yes, I'm fear now. So even I went to police station and told them that they will give us a police to come and guide us, but the price is too much. I'm from private security one, and they also is getting to 1,000
a month.
A month. It's too much.
On the Wednesday afternoon around 3:30 to 4 p.m., we were inside with my brother, other colleague, and we saw two guys from Corolla. They came inside the shop, and when they come, as soon as they came inside, they opened the gates and they entered. So I was trying to give my iPhone to my sister, then they gave a warning shot.
Did you realize that they were armed robbers?
Yes, we realized that because they wanted to close the door and the gates breaks, so people get to know that they are armed robbers. So when they entered, we recognized like they come to steal our money. So I tried to give my phone to my sister. Then they gave a warning shot. Then they came in and took everything here, the money, the iPhone. So I was struggling with one, and one of them slapped me and used the, I don't know whether it's a stick, something to hit my back. And they told me to sleep on the floor or they will kill me because I was trying with them. And the money was also with me here. Yes, and they took everything. One of them said policemen are coming, so they should run away, then they vanished.
Wow. This was around what time?
Around 3:30 to 4 p.m.
Wow. In the afternoon?
Here was quiet. Here was quiet that time, and no car came to pass. But as soon as they left, people start coming. But they said if people come around, that they will kill one of us. Yes, they threatened us that if somebody come in, they will kill one of us.
So you were struggling with...
They came in and he wanted to take my iPhone, so I told him I won't give it to him. I was trying with him. When he he's trying to beat me, he's trying to collect the phone. Now I was trying with him. Then he slapped my left side. He slapped me, and he used his stick, something to hit my back. Like if I don't sleep on the floor, they will kill me. They will shoot me. And he took the iPhone.
How much did you buy the iPhone?
I bought 3,500. iPhone 6 Plus. That was Christmas last year.
That incident happened last Wednesday. I'm at a where there was another incident of a robbery here, but this incident actually happened on Monday, and the place is about 10 seconds. The woman who sells in this shop tells me that she makes daily sales of about 1,500 Ghana cedis. She had kept the money for the sales of 5 days in the shop. Someone broke into it and made way with all of that money.
All right, so that's Maxwell Agbagba with that report. It's very disturbing, isn't it? Let's speak to the police, Greater Accra Region Police PRO, ASP Efia Tenge. Hello, ma'am. Thank you very much for your time here on the Pulse. ASP Efia Tenge, if you can hear me, thank you very much for your time here on the Pulse. But it appears, hello?
My pleasure.
Right. This is not the first time we're doing this story. I mean, at least for the just past month.
My pleasure, Gypsy.
Yes, the just past month we did a similar story in Kaswa. Now we're looking at Tantra and Mile 7 areas. What is the police doing about stepping up security so people could feel a bit more safer?
Hello?
Yes, if you can hear me, I'm asking what the police is doing. So, if you can hear me, let's try this one more time. If it doesn't, we may have to call you back. ASP Efia Tenge, if you can hear me, once again, I'm asking what the police is doing to help to make people feel a bit more safer. Looking at the frequency of armed robbery cases, we've just had about 4 separate incidences in the same neighborhood right now.
Yes, Gypsy, thank you. If I got you right, I think I didn't get the initial aspect of your question.
Okay.
But I think I heard the tail end of it. Yes, it is very disturbing, that in one place we could have about 3 robberies just within a week. And as I indicated, we have begun some swoops to be able to destabilize these criminals who continue to commit all sorts of attacks against well-meaning Ghanaians. And this dawn, we were able to round up about 156 suspected criminals Among them were 45 females. And as I speak to you now, all these people are undergoing some screening for the police to see what crimes individually or each of them have committed. Yes, apart from that too, we have also intensified security within that area. But what we have seen in this time or in recent times is that these people usually target areas that are mostly quiet, and at times where they believe that people will not be, or a place that usually do not have much people, they monitor and they operate. And because they also use motorbikes, or with the aid of motorbikes, they are able to commit whatever they want to do or commit, and quickly they see the scene of crime. So all these things too we have taken into consideration, and our regional commander also have made a strong resolution to deal with this menace ruthlessly, and I know armed robbery is one of them. So let's still keep our fingers crossed and hope that with the strategies we are implementing, very soon at least we should keep a sigh of relief.
I'm sure that you will not give me, a fuller appreciation of the strategies that you talk about. You just told us about the swoop that you've conducted. If you were to speak to the hearts of Ghanaians, those who have been robbed, one of the women was saying that they tried to talk to the police to give them some sort of extra protection, but they had to pay a lot of money. So they also, looked at private security firms, and they were also charging more than they thought that they could afford. But why should Ghanaians be rest assured, despite the swoops that you mentioned you're doing, intensified police presence, etc.? Why should people not be worried that the police
are you talking about paying money for police presence? Is that what you are referring to?
Exactly. That's what one of the women we spoke to said.
What kind of money do they pay? For that, I am not very sure about that.
So she said in that interview that she had tried to engage some of the police in the neighborhood to see if they could give them extra protection. What sort of extra protection? I'm not sure.
No, that one probably, that one would be different. I don't know if the person was asking for a private security from the police. That one is a different issue. But to talk about police presence from or for the general people within that jurisdiction, I don't think it comes with any extra cost or any cost. But if you want to employ, or if you want to kind of pay for police presence for your own personal security, there are certain things that come into play, and that one, it is not for free. Okay. But I can assure you that we have taken notice of what is going on, and I know that very soon all these things will be a thing of the past. If we are not even able to eradicate it, at least we should be able to minimize it.
Speaking about security and the fact that we should be rest assured, not so long ago we saw a wave of targeted, I don't know if it was particularly targeted, but we saw a wave of killings of police personnel. And I'm sure you have some of your colleagues who came under such attacks. We knew that the IGP launched some sort of investigation into that trend of attacks on security personnel. If we are to trust you, then we know that you are safe to keep us safe. How far are we with that case, ma'am?
Yes, regarding that aspect too, I think the regional command, together with the police administration, we've had some educational training for all personnel. We have briefed men on what to do, like there's a number of in-service training going on to be able to support personnel in terms of logistics, and also training with what to do when we are faced with some of these kind of situations. So for now, yes, some of them are inevitable though, but for what we are receiving now as part of the transformational agenda, we know that at least we should be able to battle these kind of criminals who have decided not to rest for people or for the people of Ghana to also have their peace.
Did you find those who killed, for example, the officer who was killed at La Paz?
Up to now, what I know is that the Criminal Investigations Department took over the case. Okay. And there were a series of arrests that they made in the past, but I've not been able to familiarize myself with the outcome of the investigation so far.
Okay.
So I'll not be in the position to probably speak about it.
Right. Well, before I let you go, let me find out from you what you are doing in the police service, especially for the women in the police service about breast cancer. This month we're celebrating, we're dedicating this month as a month for breast cancer, sort of awareness. Is there anything happening within the service?
Wow, we would also appreciate it if maybe we have Police Ladies Association, and breast cancer probably, although it's not only in women, would also appreciate it if we can also have some form of education for the women here, so that we can also have some screening or mammographs that will be done on all of us, because it's a serious sickness or disease. And it is better we all begin to look for solutions, preventive measures done to just it before we now look for how best to battle it. Right. So it would be good to open our doors, and maybe people who would want to also kind of give us that talk. We can organize for all the women and even the men to also receive this kind of exercise, that will
I'm very sure
what to do.
I'm very sure I didn't put you on the spot with that one, because you certainly
it's a good word. So we have been opening our arms.
Well, don't just open your doors. Maybe you can, take the initiative and start it. Since you are with the Public Affairs Department, you want to look out for your women there as well. So the ball is in your courts instead.
All right. Then I'll contact you, Gypsy, then we take it from there.
Very well. Thank you very much, ASP Fiatenge. I'm sure the Alliance for Women in Media Africa will be contacting you. Those are the people that I'll be talking to about breast cancer. But ASP Fiatenge, thank you very much. She speaks for the Greater Accra Police.